Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining to this session. It's sharp 9 a.m. and we are going to start the session now. And also, I'm doing the recording for this session for those that they cannot attend. Maybe they are interested to have it later. Okay. Before I start, I would like to just say a bit about what we have today to discuss. Today, we are going to talk about the AI, especially the AI in academy and administrative performance. Means that I'm going to talk about the concept of AI, what is the AI, different level of AI, like the large language models that they call it LLMs and generative AI. What are the difference between them? What is the trends nowadays in AI? And also we are going to have some hands-on part that I'm going to introduce you some new AI based on my own experience that can be helpful in especially academy and somehow in administrative jobs. By the way, we are not going to have that much hands-on. I'm going to introduce the softwares and applications that nowadays many universities are using that, but maybe in the future we can have a specific sessions for those applications. Then we can focus on that later. Okay, let's go to see what we have to talk about it today. Before I start, I would like to introduce myself. You know this. I'm Dr. Petaya. Yeah. Okay. Yes, already you know me, don't need to introduce myself. And let's just start with the AI. What comes to your mind when you hear artificial intelligence? Okay, we always say AI everywhere nowadays, people talking about AI. Somehow AI is very interesting. Somehow AI looks a bit dangerous. Okay, means that people are scared to talk about AI and people are scared that AI in near future take their place and take their job. And this is something that we need to prepare ourselves for that. By the end of today's class, I will come to this conclusion, but I want to just make it clear in advance that yes, if we are not preparing ourselves for the AI and we don't adopt AI in our daily life and daily works, then yes, we need to be worried. But if we can do it now, we can start it now, we can prepare ourselves and know how to use the AI in our daily works and daily life, then you no need to be worried because in that case you will find how AI can help you to do your work easier, faster, and also increase the quality of your work as well. It means that the jobs that you did within 4 hours, 5 hours, then you can do it within half an hour and in better quality. Just we need to know how to use it. Right now, we are all familiar with this ChatGPT, somehow maybe Copilot, Gemini, and cloud, the other platforms that we have for AI. But the things that is important is, yes, there are all these platforms there, but more than that, it's important to know how we can use it and how we can customize it to be useful in our daily job. In the other words, I can say that AI is the simulation of the human intelligence processes by machine. Means that it's not going to do something beyond that. The only thing is the machine do whatever your brain doing. And the another thing is the machine have access to more data that I have. That's why the results come out from AI somehow is very good and very better than whatever humans thinking, because the database that they have, the database behind the AI is entirely internet, all the data in the world. That's why the answers is very interesting and very good, especially uh, the computer system give this ability to AI to be more stronger. Uh, Including these applications can be including the expert system, natural language processes, speech recognition, and machine vision. All these things you can see in AI. Yes, you are right. If I want to talk about the AI strange, I can say that the speed and accuracy is the two factors that make AI very strange compared to the human. And also a specific task. AI excels at performing the repetitive task flawlessly and without any getting any tired or bored. AI can do one job 24 hours, 7 days, and no need to stop. Okay, no need to take rest. This is something that make AI different. Of course, this is very the AI is very faster than human, but in somehow we have a creativity and innovation. They said that human is better. I adopt on this, but humans can come up with a new idea and solution to problems that AI cannot because if it comes to their creativity, AI can just do based on the data that they have, but humans can go beyond that. That's why this is something that can make humans stranger than the AI. And also social intelligence, as Prof. Kerry also mentioned, or social life, social situation, emotions are the factors that again, I emphasize on that now AI is not in that level, but nobody knows in the future how what will happen because right now you can see that there are many AIs that they can recognize from your face how you're feeling. You're happy or you're sad. A few days before, I see that Honda uh, producing the new cars, EV cars that can feel the driver's feeling means that the car will know that you are happy or you're sad and all the features and the moods of the car will change adaptive to your feelings. That's why AI also is on that way to understand better the human's emotion as well. But for now, currently that we are talking, it's not in that level. And another thing is the adaptability. Okay, humans can adapt to the new situation and problem by using common sense and reasoning, but this is something that maybe we don't have it for the AI yet. Orally, if I want to come to conclusion, I can say that AI is a powerful tool that can augment human intelligence, and but whatever we are talking is for today, and nobody knows in the future how much AI can be strong. Human with the AI will replace with that humans without AI. This is the terms that we need to work on. It means the statement that AI won't replace humans, but humans with AI will replace with a human without AI. This is showing how important is we learn AI. We no need to be restricted about the AI. Okay, no, I don't want to change. I'm happy with whatever I'm doing, and I don't want to adopt the new applications, new methods. Whenever something's new coming, you need to know how it's working and how it can help you in the way that you are doing your work. For example, right now we have the subject business analytics, okay, and I'm teaching the Power BI. And I always say in my class that, okay, for case by case, the way that you are using this Power BI is different, okay? Depends to your data. You need to find how can I do the analysis, how can I design the dashboard in a better way to show the result, okay? We have the same things when we are talking about the AI as well, okay? Just only you need to see that how you can use the AI in your daily life and which part of your work can be done by AI better and faster. This is something that need to be your challenge that always try to see, okay, right now I'm doing something. I'm marking the papers. At the end of the today, I will introduce you one application that can mark the papers on behalf of you. Right now, for example, when it comes to the end of semester, for example, last semester for me, I had 250 papers to mark and just only 1 week before exam board. So that's why it was very tough time to mark all those papers. But there are some applications that you just need to give your paper and just give some sample of the answers. And then the marking will be done by the system. I'm not going to say that this is 100% accurate, but I believe that it's trustable enough to use it. By the way, this is the terms that you need to consider that, okay, now is the time to learn. It still is not late, but maybe if you want to start it later, it will be late to start. The idea to emphasize the potential of AI to help people and organizations become more productive, more efficient, and innovative. For example, AI can perform the repetitive tasks. This is very important, and allowing the humans to focus on more creative and strategic endeavors. Large language models, understanding the generative AI tools. There is a term, just only for your information, whenever we're talking about the artificial intelligence is very basic level. And when it comes to the other levels, we can see that we have the large language models that can be if there is a more stronger large language model in the other forms, there are programs that use deep learning and machine learning to recognize, generate, and summarize the text and also perform other natural language processes tasks. For example, generation. They can generate the text based on the input prompt and also they can summarize the text. This is one of the features. Before, when I did my PhD, when I find a paper, I need to read all the paper to find this paper, how related to my work or not. But nowadays, you can just use one of the AIs and give the paper to the AI and just only ask the AI to summarize it. The AI will summarize it within 2, 3 paragraphs. Then you can read and find that is this related to my research or not? If yes, then I'm going to read more. If not, then let's stop it in that level. Translation is something that really nowadays, I don't know what will happen in future for all English departments and English lecturers because nowadays you can use the ChatGPT in the free version also. You can ask ChatGPT, okay, I'm talking in Persian and you please translate this to the Malay. No English in between, okay? And you can see how nice it's this translation done by AI, and it's very smooth, it's very relevant, and it's very interesting. Just imagine that this device, the Neuralink by Elon Musk, that they are in this implant that they put it on the brain. Just in the near future, maybe another 2, 3 years, then you can hear in any language and you can understand in your own language. Okay, this is something that's going to change the world of the English academies. And classification, you can classify different topics through the AI, question answering, math, code writing. Another area that is very interesting is the code writing. Right now, you know that there are some category of experts. They are programmers. They are very well known, famous. Whenever you're sitting in a team meeting with the programmers, they are so proud that yes, I am a programmer. But nowadays, everybody can be programmer. You just need to go to one of these platforms, just write what you want to do, what is the code that you're looking for, and what is the language that you want. For example, I want a code to design a calculator in JavaScript or in HTML or in any other language, Python. Immediately, the latest code will be available and you can copy and paste that code in your program. That's why everything can be done by AI very fast, easy, and very convenient. If I want to compare these three categories, you see that every time we talk about the AI, but there is some other things, generative AI and LLM as well, okay? Actually, the artificial intelligence, you know, this is the ability of the machine to perform the task and typically require the humans like intelligence, such as learning, problem solving, pattern recognition, very basic things, okay, by using some algorithms and a statistical model. But we have generative AI that is a one step beyond the artificial intelligence or the AI that normally we using. Then this is the difference is this generative AI is capable to create a new and original content. For example, right now in the ChatGPT, when you asking ChatGPT to design a photo for you, you can see that wow, it's so nice that photo that designed by ChatGPT it's something not new, doesn't have copyright. You can just generate photos that many of photos that I'm using in this slide are also generated by ChatGPT. There is no copyright for it. You remember that previously when you want to use a photo in your website, in your email, you need to get the copyright and you need to know about it. But now there is nothing like that. That's why it's getting more advanced. And the large language model is more back to the computer programs and algorithms to make these processes, to make this generating the natural language text. Okay. And this is the different level that we have. Right now, I talk about the machine learning. Actually, the machine learning, if I want to tell about the machine learning in very simple words, I can say that the way that any machine, like application, like your mobile device, like your computer, learn from what you are doing is called as machine learning. Okay, this machine learning can be in two main categories: supervised learning and unsupervised learning. In the supervised learning, we can say that we have some sort of label data. The data have a label, and it's very easy for the system, for the machine to learn from that. Everything is very clear. For example, it's similar to having a teacher who provides correct answer for the model to learn from. This is something that's called as a supervised learning. And another thing is that unsupervised learning in machine learning that is back to the data that doesn't have a label. We have a data, the data is there, but this data doesn't have label. And the machine needs to find the relation between the different parts of the data first. It's like exploring the data set without any teacher. Where the model tries to find the patterns and a structure on its own. This is called as a unsupervised learning. The LLM generate the responses, the model, then the process that we have is like, first of all, getting the data. The most important part of the each process is data. And you know the difference between the data and information. We have data, data is not usable, is raw, is not we cannot make decision based on the data, and we need to convert the data to some sort of information to do our work. That's why first step is getting the data, second, cleaning the data. Okay, the data that we have or the data that we're giving to the machine, if it's wrong, then the output also will be wrong. If the data is not clean, we cannot expect the machine to give us a very clear information. Okay, only we can get some very high-end information from the machine if the data that we're providing for machine be clean and not manipulated data. Then we train the model, okay? From the data, we train the model, test the data, and then improve. This is the process that we are passing to convert the data and to these systems, okay, large language models working with that. In other words, I can say the large language models employ the deep learning to process the extensive textual data. Okay, the format of the data that we're giving is the text data, and attaining a rich contextual understanding and convert it to the word recognition again. What else can large language model generate? Large language models can generate the coherent, contextuality, relevant text based on the prompts. The most important things when we are working with the large language models or AIs is prompts. The language that we are talking with machine. Okay, as much as we giving a clear information, give clear data to ChatGPT, then you can see the output is more and very clear. And something that if you want to know what exactly happening when we say machine learning, just compare the result of the ChatGPT or other AI now and for example 1 year ago. 1 year ago, if you ask something from ChatGPT, the answer was good in that time, but in compared to now, now is too much better because now the answer is more accurate and more related answer. This is something that's happening in the ChatGPT, and this is something that we need to consider. Okay. Large language models are AI systems that can understand and produce the human-like context. Okay, they are trained on the large amount of the data to recognize the patterns in the language and in the companies, and you may also the including the customer services, social media content, and development. This is something that we have. As you know, I don't want to spend on this. You know that AI nowadays can generate art, and the process that they are generating art from the prompt is very interesting. How easy they can read your text and convert it to some related photos. And but when it comes to the generative AI at work, we have four main things that we need to consider. First, large language models, like the ChatGPT, they are the tools and they are not going to replace for human expertise. Okay, some things that make the human different from the AI is your experience, specific and clear. Okay, when you're writing your prompt, later I will talk about the different method of writing the prompt. But when we talk writing the prompt, it's very important that our prompt be very specific and clear. Okay. In that case, we can expect some good output and some better result from the AI. Also, the large language models, they are not Oracle. What is the Oracle? Oracle is in the computer science, they call it a black box. It's not something black box that you think, oh, nobody knows how the ChatGPT coming with the result. Nobody know how this process happened. Actually, the process is very clear. The Oracle, the machine learns from the humans. They have the models to learn, and just by that models, they try to find their best answer or do whatever you asking very clearly. Keep data privacy. This is a part that make AI a bit, I don't know how to say, for example, we cannot trust that much to AI because in terms of data privacy, right now I'm trying to use ChatGPT or Copilot or Gemini. I give him some personal information to that, okay? Including my name, my email address, my phone number, somehow other information also you share because you want the AI to write email for you. That's why you share many personal information with that. And nobody knows that this AI, this platform, trying to learn from you, okay, trying to learn from you to use this learning for another person as well, then maybe one day they use the same information for another person. That's why this is something that we cannot be sure. Okay, when I'm sharing my data with AI, my data is secure. No, somehow maybe it's better we be a bit careful when we are using the AI because the data privacy right now, there is no assurance on that we have the data privacy on AI. By the way, the Copilot come right now, the Microsoft giving the Copilot with a private account. If you want to have a private Copilot, somehow the organization having the private Copilot, in that case, they promise that they don't share all data that you're sharing with the Copilot in that platform only. But none of the AI's platform, they have this guarantee about your data. That's why be careful what you are sharing with AI. There are some nine AI trends to power application innovation. The first trend that we have is the terms that were very interesting, low code, no code development. Nowadays, uh, people talking about the, for example, Power App, Power Automate. There are too many applications. Right now, if you want to design a website or if you want to have your own application, if you remember 5 years back, 10 years back, you need to do it all by your own. Means that you need to know one programming language to design a website. But now you no need to have that knowledge. You just need to go to some platforms like GoDaddy, Wix, or many other similar platforms that we have on internet nowadays, and just try to design your website. Honestly, registering a domain, developing a website, all together maybe take 2 hours to do that. Okay, because nowadays these platforms, Wix and GoDaddy, these are the two platforms that I'm familiar with them and I'm using. These two platforms, they are using the AI as well. Means that 2 years back, you need to do the design by drag and drop. Nowadays, you can do the design by writing the prompt. Okay, I'm going to design a website for my own business. My business is about, for example, producing this product. These products have three different types, three different colors. The price is that much. And all the information, my location is here. This is my phone number, everything. Okay. And based on the prompt that you're giving, and you can develop the prompt step by step, you can design your website. No more drag and drop. You can ask the platform to use a dark template, or you use a light template. This is my logo. Please follow the logo's color in the template that you're designing my website. Everything's all by just only verbal communication. This is something that is called as a low code, no code. No need to be programmer, no need to have knowledge on that, just start to do your business. Recently, Microsoft introducing another product, and that is the part of the Power Platforms. They call it Fabric. And in this platform, previously, for example, now I want to run a business, start a business. First of all, I need to have a business plan. Based on this business plan, then I know that I need to have one website, one application, or many other things. At least I need to have 5 to 10% to work on this project for 2, 3 months to start the business. All this process can be done within 1 hour with this new product. Okay, it's not launched publicly yet, but in the near future it will be launched. And what is that product? You just need to say what is the idea that you have. Okay, I want to develop a platform to, for example, adopt street dogs and something like that. Okay, this is just only very general. Then it comes with some business plan. You can change the business plan by prompt. If you confirm the business plan, then it said, okay, for this business plan, you need to have two databases. You need to have one application and one website. Then you can do all in just by one click. Okay, means the work that it can be done by 2, 3 months within a team of 4 or 5% can be done within 1% and in just only 2, 3 hours. That's all. This is something that make the AI difference. Yes, of course, those that they don't want to adapt themselves, they need to be worried. But those that they try to learn the new knowledge, then no need to be worried. You're already there. You already have the knowledge. Now, if you know how to do that, then still you can do your business. And something that make those people with this knowledge different, the value of these people are so high in the market. That's why this is the first trend in BI and in the AI, that is the low code and no code. Conversational AI, yes, is very clear. Create a natural and engaging interaction between human and machine. Right now, you see that when you're writing something to ChatGPT, then ChatGPT giving you some answer, then you can ask again, you can just add something else. You can continue this conversation to improve it. Okay, generally it's good, but once the for example, I want to add some other parts to this, or I want to change that part, make it more formal or something like that. Then you can see the ChatGPT again giving you answer. And also somehow, whenever I'm giving very clear prompts to ChatGPT, the ChatGPT coming back to me with the one question: what exactly you mean? Can you make it clear? Do you mean this or that? Okay, means there is some sort of interactions between me and machine, and this is some benefit and some of the things that we can say the Power BI in the AI have it. Reduce the cost, increase the productivity by automating the task, and also humans currently platform like answering common question, scheduling the appointments, and giving product recommendation. Later on, I will talk about this in the chatbot. Okay, right now, for example, if a few years back, or maybe still some companies, when people calling the company or when people dropping message in WhatsApp or email, there is some humans that they need to read the message and send this message to the related department to answer. Okay, means that humans need to do that. But now we can train the AI to answer. What is the benefit? These machines, this robot can answer to the questions 24 hours. There is no night time or lunch time or whatever. Okay, every time is available. Every time 24 hours is working, and the accuracy of the answer is so high because somehow my operator, maybe the operator working in my company, morning very fresh or tired, or afternoon is very fresh. Then the answer giving to the customer is depends to the operator's mode, and somehow maybe humans make mistake, but machines, as long as they have a right data, they don't make mistake. That's why we need to consider this. They can work, and they can automate all the process better, deliver better customer experience by providing the personalized support anytime, and also resolving the issues faster and offering the additional information and suggestion. These are all things that can be done by create a conversational AI app to generate and qualify the leads. These are some things that we can use AI for it. The third one is the generative AI. Right now, we talk about that. Create a novel context. Some things that is good when I'm using AI is I have some idea, but when I'm sharing with ChatGPT, I can find that, wow, there are some better idea that I can do my work better. I don't want to say that ChatGPT is creative than human. No, but ChatGPT have access to more data than me. That's why the idea that ChatGPT giving is based on the huge database. That's why the idea is somehow very good. Okay, quickly producing the novel new content like the summarize and the email. Nowadays, you see that many people using ChatGPT to write email for them. Yes, this is easy to do it, and we don't want to say no, don't do that. Yes, do it, but please remove the first sentence that you're writing. I hope this email find you well. This is very obvious that you are using some AI to develop this email. And also they can train your AI. Okay, after this, if I want you to write email, don't use this sentence at the first. If you log into ChatGPT with your account and you use the ChatGPT with your email address, you can train the ChatGPT. You can introduce yourself. You can give some information as much as it's not private. Then, whenever you're asking the system to write one email or do something, the system will personalize this answer for you, okay, based on you, your position, your character, then giving the right better and more match answer to you. And we can say the providing the knowledgeable customer support anytime and resolving the issue faster and offering the personalized information and suggestion. These are all things that generative AI can do for us. And we need just to practice, to train or the AI that we are using. Okay. Somehow people say it's better that you use all the time from one AI, but I'm not doing that. For example, whenever I want to do something that I need to write a prompt, I give the same prompt to the ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, compare the answer, and find which one is giving the better answer. Somehow I copy the answer from the Copilot into the ChatGPT, and I want to ChatGPT to follow this answer and write something similar to that. And you can play with the AIs. Right now, it's free. Just go there and just try to train your AI in the way that you want. This is something that is very interesting. Predictive analytics, okay? Another thing that is very helpful, forecasting the future. Right now, all businesses around the world, they need to know how they can forecast the future. What is the benefit? Forecasting the future outcomes and performance based on the historical data and statistical models. Right now in the university, uh, we always want to see the students' performance before final exam. Okay, if I know these students, the possibility to fail is 90%, then I can provide some extra training. I can find the reason. I can help a student to do it, to solve this problem and pass the exam. Okay, this is something that we need to predictive analytics in education, in higher education also is very useful. For example, another example is retention rate. Okay, if I know that there are many students that they are not going to continue with me, then can find the solution before it's happened. This is prediction. Benefit of this prediction analysis, finding the new revenue opportunities based on the current and historical trends and customer behavior, and enhance the supply chain management by providing the snapshot of the future demand. Okay, if I know, for example, the students by the end of this year, how many students we will have, then we can see that how much is the facility, how many lecturers we have, how many credit hours we need, and all these things we can predict and we can prepare also for what will happen. We can have a right estimation on the numbers, we can have the right estimation on the budget and everything. Right now, for example, with the Power BI, you can have the right estimation on the budget. For example, financial, you can see that what is the historical data that we have in terms of finance, okay? And based on that, we can predict what will happen in the future. All these things is part of the predictive analytics. We have a CRM system right now equipped to this predictive analytics. Also can help officers to do their works better, faster, and more relevant. Cybersecurity, yes. All we talk about is about AI, but we always need to consider the mobile phone that we have in our hands, the computer that we are working, and we're sharing all our data, all our photos, all our accounts number, and everything is connected to internet. And if someone have access to that, easily can get your usernames, passwords, and many private and data that you have. That's why the cybersecurity is very important, protecting the data, protecting the networks and system from the cyber attack. Okay, nowadays you can every day hear about the scamming. Okay, too many people losing their money, losing their information. Okay, and somehow the information in the company is considered as money. Somehow is more important than money. And all due to the cyber attack, they lose all these data and information. Benefit of the AI in cybersecurity, I can say that the AI can help to reduce the cost and increase the productivity by automating the system monitoring, threat detection, and incident response tasks. Okay, these are some other things that AI can help in the cybersecurity. Means that yes, we have the security problem in the AI, but in the other side, AI also can help the systems to be more secure, reduce the human errors from the security processes. Somehow, many things happens due to the human's error. Giving the wrong data is the human error. This can cause to some security problem, but by using the AI, we can stop it. Process the huge amount of data to automatically detect emerging threats and also those threats that might go to undetected with a traditional cybersecurity system. That's why. For example, right now, in compared to the past, you can see maybe 10 years back, it's very rare to see the cameras in the street. But right now, in every street and every junction, not only one, somehow few cameras monitoring the streets everywhere, CCTVs everywhere. That's why maybe in the past humans can control the CCTVs, but nowadays, of course, the humans cannot control this huge amount of data comes from the CCTVs, and there is some systems behind it that can recognize, okay, there is some accident in this junction, or there is traffic in another highway, and then immediately give the message to the relevant departments. That is the way that we can use the AI. Uh, Hyper automation. Okay, this is another terms that we have. About the automation, and the hyper automation is one step beyond the automation, save time and human effort by automating as many business and IT processes as possible. For example, you have too many students that you need to key in the marks one by one. First in the Excel file, then after that in the Barracuda system. Just imagine that you have this AI and some automated system that read your data from the BLMS, bring it to the Excel file, and also send it to the Barracuda. Okay, this is something that can save a lot of time. When you have 200, 250 students, you can use this kind of AI, then immediately you can key in your marks in all systems and without any error. Somehow when I'm reading manually names from one system to another system, somehow the error is happens. But if I'm using the systems or some automated system, of course we can prevent this kind of errors, increasing the employees' productivity and reduce the human errors by automating time-consuming tasks. These are considered as the time-consuming tasks that are prone to mistakes because once the process should be repeat and repeat. Of course, maybe in one of the rounds that we repeat the process, some mistakes happening. That's why we can use the AI to prevent this kind of errors, save on cost by eliminating the hours of manual activities. Okay, it's not no longer with people. We need to work manually. We need just to think and find right tools to do our job faster and easier. Discover ways to optimize development workflows so process are faster and more cost efficient. There are some intelligence application innovation like AI-powered app, and that's all going to eliminate the manual invoice processing. This is another thing. Invoicing, somehow we have this problem as well. Okay, the robotic process automation (RPA) also is another terms that we have in hyper automation. This can extracting the data, filling in the forms, moving files, understanding what is on a screen, completing the key stroke and navigating the system, and so many other things all can be done by RPA. You just need to do it once, and then after that, you just need to see all the system doing all everything's very well, 24 hours. For example, right now in the business analytics subject, I always say that the things is you need to do the analysis once. Okay. Right now I have a data. I do the analysis once on this data. And after that, if some other data add to this, I don't care. let's do have a dynamic database, adding new data. But the good things is that my analysis always is updated. Okay, based on the latest data, all graphs, charts, everything will be updated. But no need to go and do the analysis again. If you remember from the Excel, somehow in Excel, every time you need to do it. Then after that, you need to screenshot, bring it to the, for example, PowerPoint, okay, or any other reports that you want to have. But if you use some platforms like Power BI, then you don't need to do that anymore. You just need to do the analysis once. Then after that, the extracting data, filling the, processing the analysis, and everything's will done by the system automatically. Another trends that we have is the AI simulation. Okay, creating and create and test the virtual model of the real world system or phenomena. Okay, this is another things that we have with the AI. Benefit of AI simulation, analyzing the complex data sets and scenarios to better potential challenges and opportunity. Okay, predict and model various risk scenarios, enabling you to prepare for and mitigate the potential risk. This is very important. Mitigating the potential risk. We don't want to have any risk as much. We want to reduce the risk as much as we can, streamline the process and reduce the need for physical prototypes for significant cost saving and increase efficiency. For example, in the university level, if we need to have a lab, you know that how much costly is having a lab. Okay. For example, in transportation logistics, always having a lab for transportation logistics is one big headache because the equipment, everything is very expensive. Right now, by using the simulation, okay, AR, artificial VR, sorry, virtual reality, sorry, VR. By using the VR, you can see that this virtual reality can help the students to be in the location that you want, to try the tools that we don't have it, okay, in the virtual mode and see how it's working. It's not only for transportation logistics, for IT departments. Right now, we have subjects about the developing a server, and developing a server manually is very costly. But if they know how to work with Azure, they can develop their machine, they can develop their VM, virtual machines, very fast, and it's the high-end knowledge that we can give them by virtual reality. This is something that AI can help us in the simulation. Great. Number eight is the content creation, something that we're always using. Produce and optimize the content to make room for human creativity. The benefits that we have with the AI content creation is we can speed up the process of generating context. Okay. If you want to write a paper, or previously, you need to go and write line by yourself. But now that you can use an application that help you to write a paper, okay, for those that they are interesting to write paper more and more. With a reference, with a high-end reference, you can make some filter. Okay, I'm going to write a paper about these topics, but I don't want to use references below 5 years. Means that maximum 2019 is the reference that I can have it. Then you can see how well the machine will generate, this AI will generate the papers for you. Not only that, the paper, the book, all type of the content. Presentation, you want to present, you need to design the slides. You can ask AI to design the slide, high-end slide. Just only give the topic. If you give the topic and the titles, subtitles, everything, then you will help AI. You providing better prompts for AI to give you better answers. Then this is another benefit, means that creating the content. It can speed up the process of generating the content and enable the production of the large volume of material in a fraction of the time it would take take the human, okay, tailor the content to a specific user group or individual, ensure that the content is more relevant, engaging, and effective, reduce the labor cost and operational expenses. All are the benefit if using the AI in developing content. Somehow people say it's not fair, but as much as you can do better job, okay, I can design the slides by myself with the content that I provided, very basic and boring website, sorry, slides, a very boring slides and very maybe not uh, updated data in my slides. But when I'm asking AI, the AI developing very high end in terms of design and in terms of content. I'm going to teach which one is better, teaching the my own material or you teaching some high end material. You make decision. And the last one, data grounding, okay, enhance the accuracy and relevant AI generating context. In continue to the last slide that we said, we can develop and have the content, we can have the accurate data, relevant data. Just giving the topic, subtitles, whatever I want to have in my presentation, then the AI can develop the presentation with some related photos, pictures, graphic, template, and everything is there. It means that you will have some interesting presentation very fast and easy. This is only about not only about the presentation in terms of website, in terms of application, or any other material that you need to have for your class, you can use it. Okay. In terms of design, right now we have one big challenge that we always worry about the students that they are using the AI in final exams. Not only in the final exam, in the assignment as well. Okay. And somehow we're thinking to find a way to stop them. But in my opinion, this is something that we cannot stop them. We need to let them know how to write prompts. Okay, how to use the AI in the right way. This is something that we need to encourage them to learn. Using the AI is nowadays new norm. Okay, we cannot stop people to use AI, but we can let them know, we can encourage a student to know how to use the AI. Okay, somehow we are worried about the final exam. Now, the students using the AI, all the answers is very good, all can get A. Okay, you design your questions in the way that they cannot get A. Okay, means you try to, as a lecturer, we can try to ask AI to design some challenging questions, some case-based questions, something that students cannot give the answers very easy. If you ask some questions about his personal experience on one project or something, this is something that AI cannot support it. AI cannot give you. Okay, I'm teaching some subject. Then instead of asking what does it mean, okay, very simple question that the student can go to the notes or can ask AI, and AI will give very nice answer. Try to ask the students to write his own challenges with the one real project that he was involved. Okay, experience that he had, something like that. Then we can see yes, they can use AI to have better answers. In the other side also, they will learn how to use AI in the right way. This is something that I think we need to encourage the students to do that. By the way, if I want to wrap up this part, I can say that AI is more than ChatGPT. Don't think that AI is only ChatGPT. Every day you can see that there are many new applications comes that using AI. Right now you can make your own music, vocal music, within 2 clicks. Just only you need to say that what type of music you like and give some topic to that. Then we want the singer to be man or female, woman, okay? And then the system, the application immediately will develop a song, very high-end songs. You can try it. The platform name, if I'm not mistaken, is Sono, S-U-N-O. Then this Sono.ai can produce the latest music for you, music that you like, music for you. AI, and also if you have an account in that, just only because we're talking, if you have an account in that, you can record your voice and then the music will be on your voice. Means it's exactly same that you are singing. AI is a tool, okay, and AI should be used responsibly. Okay, this is something that we need to consider. Okay, we talk about prompt too much. Okay, we all say that prompt should be like this, prompt should be like that. But what is the prompt actually? The language that we are talking with computer is considered as prompt. It's called prompt. Okay, the way that I try to communicate with ChatGPT is very important. Doesn't matter which language. You can write in English, you can write in Bahasa, you can write in any language, but the way that you're communicating is very important. How I know that which way is better experience, okay? And also there are some terms that we need to know about writing a good prompts. First, be clear and specific. The prompts that I'm writing should be very clear. Specify format and length. Ask for multiple perspectives. Incorporate priming a statement and refine and experiment. So let's go one by one and see what exactly it means. Be clear and specific. For example, tell me about marking a cake, making a cake, sorry, making a cake. Okay, this is very general. It's not clear questions. What type of cake you mean? Uh, for example, what material, what ingredient you have, or many other things is missing in this prompt. This is the prompt that the answer is not matched that much with what I expected. Okay, but I can make this prompt to something like this. Can you provide a step-by-step guide on how to make a chocolate cake from scratch, including the measurements for each ingredient? This is the right prompt. See, we define what type of cake I want. We're looking for the measures also. We don't know how much of each measure. And step by step, I want to know what is the process. Then within this prompt, you can expect something relevant to your uh, answer. Let's specify format and length. Okay, this discuss the pros and cons of renewable energy. Okay, this is very general again. It's not, by the way, it's not clear as well. Okay, but pros and cons of the renewable energy is too many. Which area you want to know? Okay, is there any specific uh, topic that you have in your mind? For example, renewable energy in terms of the cost or in terms of sustainability or what? That's why you need to make it clear and also specify. For example, we can change it to list three advantages and three disadvantages of renewable energy sources in bullet points. Okay, see, this is very clear. What I'm looking for, three only, not more than that. Don't list for me 100 advantages. No, I'm just looking for three. When you're writing three advantages, the system knows that should mention the highest and most important advantages and disadvantages. No need to go for just only by random. Another thing, ask for multiple perspectives. Okay, what are your thoughts on social media? This is a game. This is not very clear what exactly you are looking for. But we can change it to present two constraints arguments regarding the impact of social media on society, considering the both positive and negative effects. Okay, now it's more clear. Now I can understand what's the system looking for. The next is incorporate priming statements. Talk about remote works. Again, very general. In recent years, there has been a significant shift toward remote works. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of these trends. See more. clear what is the statement that we have, and we can understand that better. Refine and experiment. Write a poem about nature. See, refine and experiment is how you can make it better. Okay. For example, the first, write a poem about nature, compose a descriptive poem, 12 to 16 lines that capture the beauty of the surrounding forest, and compose a descriptive poem, 12 to 16 lines that capture the beauty of the Siemens forest and evoke a sense of harmony. Okay, see, step by step. First, what I had in my mind, I want to have one poem, but step by step, I try to make it more specific, refine it, and make it more clear for the AI to understand what exactly I want. If you give the first and if you give the last, you will see the difference. How much is the difference? Okay. The first one maybe it's not related to what you have in your mind to expected to have, but the last one is more matched with what you expected. That's why we have these terms, they call it laddering in the AI. That laddering is a technique to use the writing prompt to gradually increase the complexity and specifically of the question or instruction. Means that first you have some idea, slowly, step by step, in the communication with AI, you can make it better and better. Don't go with the first answer you receive from AI. Always try to read, try to find how is it a way that I can make this answer better? If yes, try to reflect your opinion on that answer to AI and get better answer. You can always polish the answer. Okay, don't worry, you won't lose anything. Okay, nowadays the platform is free and you can continue this communication with AI as much as you want. Okay, you can just ask something, read the answer, find your opinion, and reflect your opinion and give your opinion to the AI and see what will be the uh, answer. Okay, make the answer better. For example, there is some things that we call it as a bias in the prompting. Okay, for here, the prompt that is given is try to design dogs that showing high five. Okay. See, the prompt is there, but the understanding of the AI is wrong because this dog have humans hand. This is the bias in the prompts. You make the hand, you're using the word at hand, okay? But the dog's hand is not called hand, it's called paw. That's why if you want to have the right prompt, you need to, if you want to have a right design, you need to go for right prompt. Okay, a wrong prompt somehow comes with a wrong result, like whatever you see here. Okay, okay, which one of these three sentence, these three prompts, do you think will receive the least biased output? Please write your answer number 1, 2, 3 in the chat box. Is there any answer? Thank you, Miss Ree. Number 3.
Dr. Kashaya, number 3.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Miss Sundari. Number 3. Yes, you are right. Number 3 is the uh, least biased output because the first one explained why socially assistive robots are an effective treatments for older adults with dementia. Okay. The second one are socially assistive robots and effective treatment for older adults with dementia, and what are the benefits and drawback of socially assistive robots as a treatment for older accounts with dementia. Yeah, the third one,
Uh,
it's asking about what are the benefits, okay? It's more clear what you are looking for. Yes, Prof. Kari?
yeah, why isn't too not biased? Why is too biased? Because it's asking open question.
Mm-hmm.
Are they socially assistive? So the answer can be yes or no.
Okay, yeah, but the answer is very general. Okay. Are socially assistive robots an effective treatment for, okay, in what area? We are not specify what exactly is the field that we are looking for. For example, is this about some specific area or is very general? But the last one, you see, what are the benefit and okay, now I want to talk about the right before the break. Actually, we talk about the AI and the role of AI. What are the different category? What is the trends in AI? What is the right prompts, formats, and so on. This is very general. But now I want to make it a bit customized and want to see how we can use the AI in higher education and how the AI can help me to do my work as a lecturer and admin easier. Okay, that's why please follow me and see how it's working in academic era. Okay, the first thing that we have is artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the higher education by enhancing the learning experience and improving the administrative efficiency and transforming the research methodology. These are the areas that AI can help us, means that can help me to have better learning experience, okay, enhance to better learning experience, design better material, design better syllabuses and for example course outlines, okay, improve the administrative efficiency, how I can do it, how AI can make the processes that especially the routine processes automated, efficient and fast, okay, and how we can reduce the time for repetitive processes. And the last is the transforming the research methodologies. Right now, for especially the PhD and somehow the master level. And also lecturers, we are doing the research, we're writing the papers, we need to find the right journals to publish the paper. And always this question comes to our mind that how AI can help me to do this. That's why we are going to talk about these things. And we need to know that universities worldwide are increasingly adopting the AI technologies and they stay competitive and cater to the needs of modern students. Okay, global trends that we have in the AI is first of all data-driven decision making. Yeah, always we are facing to this matter every day. Since morning to afternoon, we always need to make decision and AI can provide the right information for us to have better data-driven decision making. Means that we make decision based on the data that we have, some things that we can be sure about the result. AI is rapidly growing in higher education with the universities implementing the various technologies. But the key trends that we have, as I said, is the data-driven decision making, personalizing the learning experience, and increasing the real reliance on AI for administrative tasks. Okay, personalizing the learning experience, as I said, we have many students. Each student from the another students is a different character. And we need to find as much as we can, we personalize the learning. Some students, for example, they are not good in mathematics, okay? Some they are very well. That's why me as a lecturer, I need to find a way to improve and to teach in the way that those that they are not good in this topic also can follow me in the class. Okay, this is one of the main things. Okay, because if we just want to follow the method that I have, those that they are good in mathematics, they don't have problem. But those that they are not good, not only they don't like to follow me in this class, also at the end of semester, maybe they fail. That's why we need to find to see how we can personalize their learning, how AI can enable this personalization from one individual to adapt to one individual student's needs, improve the engagement, and increase the success rate with a student. And also in the administrative task, as earlier I mentioned, there are many tasks that can be done by AI and allow education to focus more on teaching and research rather than the admin things. For example, if we have some methods to key in the marks, mark the papers, key in the mark faster and easier, then I will have more free time to do some research, to focus more on the learning materials that I have, teaching materials that I have, and this can help me to improve their works. Numerous AI applications are being utilized in the university to enhance education outcomes. These applications range from a smart grading system, marking system, to predictive analytics and chatbot supports. Okay, these are the main categories that we have, each with the unique benefits. A smart grading system can help me to grade the papers faster and more accurate. Okay, for example, somehow when I'm marking the papers, I also don't know that I'm fair with all the students or not, because when I start the marking, maybe I'm very in good mood. That's why I'm giving better marks than end of the process that I'm getting so tired now. Maybe I don't know. This is effect on my marking, but another thing is the predictive analytics. Okay, and earlier I mentioned if we have a right predictive analytics, we can identify the risk the students that they are at risk, and enhance the decision making for improving educational outcomes. And also the chatbot support is another good thing. So students always have questions. They always back with many questions, and if we have a system to give them the right questions related to the subjects, related to the process, related to whatever we have in the university, we can be sure that we are sharing the right data. Right now in the PhD, for example, all the students, when they want to go for pre-viva, viva, they back to us with the same questions. If we have this chatbot that we had it before in the IPS, for example, then if the students come back and asking for the requirements for pre-viva, this is a fixed question. Then the system can answer the question instead of one of us reply this email, the system can reply email. If the student asking about the requirements for registration, this is a fixed question. No need each of these questions answer with one person. Then we can do some other things instead of that. That's why we can use the chatbot, predictive analytics, and smart grading as the three methods that is very common nowadays in universities in adopting of the AI. Right now, I mentioned about the smart grading. Yes, instead of grading manually, why not be using the AI algorithms in the grading? A smart grading system utilize AI algorithms in grading, automate the assessment process, providing the quick and accurate grading for assignment and exams. And this system help educators focus more on teaching and less administrative tasks. This is one of the benefit of the using the AI in a smart grading. Yes, especially when we have too many students, these platforms will help us to do that. Later on, I will introduce one of the platforms. Of course, the platform is not free, but maybe we can consider this platform. We can have some license in the near future. We can see that how it's working, and if you find it working, okay, means we compare before and after the smart grading application. and compare the result and timing and everything, maybe we can consider this investment. Predictive analytics. Predictive analytics leverage the AI to analyze the students' data and forecast academic performance, something that we really need to know that before it comes to the final exam. We know that there are so many students that at the end of semester they fail, but they are not fail because they are not capable. We are fail because we didn't follow up with them personally. We always have this challenge that how we can reduce this number, how we can find those that they are at risk of fail or they have problem before these problems comes to final exam. That's why predictive analytics can help us to do that. We have the history of the students, we have the historical data. We can use, analyze that, and find the trend and find the paths in that forecast academic performance. These applications allow to institution to identify at-risk students, intervene proactively, and improve their retention rate. These are the three challenges that we have when we are talking about the students at risk. We need to identify them, we need to improve their retention rate, and we need to find a way to do this analysis. Okay, of course, for this one, we maybe no need to have a specific software, by the way they are. If we know how to measure that, how to find that, maybe with some very public platforms like Power BI also, we can do the analysis. Just maybe we need to use it. Chatbot. Right now, I mentioned about the similar questions that majority of the students asking. Once a while, they back to me and asking the same question. What is the documents? Okay, in the classroom, what is the requirement for final exam? What is the assessment method? Subject by subject, the assessment is different. And the students always have this problem. If we have a very strong chatbot in our platforms, then we will have an AI assistance. The system will learn from us and will answer to a student 24/7 availability. This is something that we, oops, oh, screen sharing. Wait. May I know that since when there is no screen sharing?
Yes. For
Just a
the
few
number
minutes, one
3.
one
Yeah,
minute ago.
just
Uh-huh,
yeah.
because Prof. Nuratran, you sharing your screen, that's why I cannot share. Okay, let's be back to my share. Can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, from where you lost me?
Chatbots. From the beginning of chatbots.
Oh, from the beginning of the chat. Okay, no,
Yeah, only
no.
yeah, only
Okay.
this, yeah.
Okay, good. No, thank you so much. Okay, let's back to this. And yes, I just talked about the chat box, and I said the chat box powered by the AI will assist the students in accessing informations and support service, and they provide instant responses to inquiries. This is something that we always, not only in IPS, all departments, I'm sure, especially admins, they are facing to this always, that many students coming back with questions that somehow you feel so tired to repeat that, repeat and repeat. Then by this chatbot, you can facilitate the enrollment process and enhance the overall student's experience by being available 24/7. That's why we can see there are so many benefits for teaching, okay? We can personalize the learning, we can insight into the student progress, we can adaptive teaching methods. And AI can enhance the teaching by enabling this personalized learning that already I talked about it, how we can personalize the learning from one student to another students. We need to have a different approach tailored to the individual student's need, can provide the values a valuable insight into the student progress. If I focus to one student, if I provide the teaching material in the way to be understandable for all individuals, then this can help everybody to improve rather than just only those that they are good. pass the exam. Maybe those that they are not very good also, they can adopt themselves with the class and with the learning process and pass the exam as well, allowing the educator to adjust their teaching method accordingly. And also in the other side, we have a benefit for research and administrative. We have automation in the research. AI improve the research efficiently by automating the data analytics, okay, enabling the research to focus on creative problem solving. And also in the administrations, AI streamline the process such as the admission and course scheduling, allowing for better resource management. Right now, always we have this as a big headache as a and first of each semester for the resource allocation, okay, resource management, how many classes we have, how many subjects we have, how we arrange the subjects and classes to be matched to each other, and many other things like this can be done by AI faster and better. That's why we can say that we want to use the AI to work smarter, not harder. Okay, the best AI productivity tools can go through all the data you gather in minutes, automate tasks, and free up your team members' time so they can focus on more human, critical work like content creation. That's why this is the things that we are looking for. Okay, for teaching and learning, let's to see some real world example. Practical AI tools for faculty and admin. The first category that we have is for teaching and learning. ChatGPT, all of you are familiar. I don't want to talk about the ChatGPT because this is a platform that everybody knows how to use that. But as a suggestion, please log into your ChatGPT. Try to train your ChatGPT in the way that you are, okay? Don't ask always from ChatGPT to write email for you. Somehow the emails that you write also share with ChatGPT. Let ChatGPT knows what is the way that you writing. Then the ChatGPT will try to follow your writing format, the way that you're using the words, the way that you're using the sentences. All everything the ChatGPT can follow you, and this is something that you can train your own AI. Okay, this
Prof,
is
Prof,
yes.
Prof. Kashayam, goes back to ChatGPT.
Mhm.
Maybe you can tell us, you have the 9 things that AI can do. Which of those that ChatGPT can do or cannot do?
9 things means the
Yeah,
9 trends.
yeah.
Okay, the ChatGPT. Okay, 9 trends. There are some trends. For example, cybersecurity is not something that ChatGPT. By the way, all 9s can be supported by ChatGPT. For example, if you want ChatGPT to write a code for you, also can do. For example, let's see.
What about
Oh,
graphic?
sorry.
Graphic, PowerPoint slides.
Uh, PowerPoint slides, no, but can give the content of the slides. Okay. For
Oh,
example,
okay.
right now in the ChatGPT. I can write, I can ask the ChatGPT about writing a code. Please write a Java code for designing, for to have a calculator in my website. Very simple. This is not the way, but see, now it's starting to write the Java code. Programming means that you can do. Also giving the another terms of the Java code. Okay. No need to be programmer anymore. Okay. Also giving the web configuration. If you want to do this, put it and develop. Please go to the JSP file and compile the servlet file to that class. And this is the process that you can do. Okay. So for example, continue. How can I add this code to my page. To my page. Then coming with a step by step, create a Java web project. go to the file, new dynamic web page in Eclipse. Okay, the process, everything's in details is given. What else I'm looking for? Just only I need to follow a step by step. If you are using your core host of your Java is the Amazon, Google Cloud, or Digital Ocean. Okay, any type of the host also can be supported by this. This is about the coding. You said about the designing the slide. I create a new one. Okay, then designing the styles. Okay, design a presentation about digital transformation in Malaysia universities. Universities. By the way, this is not right prompt, okay? This is very general. Just only I want to give as a sample university to see how it's going on. See, the design is a starter. This is the first slide, second slide, third slide. The title and the content is there, okay? But for now, ChatGPT cannot design the, what is that? Slides, okay? For slides, we have another application. If I want to show you the application that we can, okay, later I will show you. But there is no limitation. Depends what is the project that you want to work with that. Okay, that's why the ChatGPT is the first platform that you can use in many cases. The next platform that I want to talk about it here is the one that I'm really interested is the Great scope by Turnitin. First of all, the developer of this platform is Turnitin, and these platforms can grade all subjects. Okay, the subjects that can be graded by this platform is like computer science, chemistry, biology, engineering, economics. All these kind of papers can be graded by this platform. What we need to do is kind of select for if you have it in the paper, you need to scan it. But if you have the BLMS, no need to scan, you already have the file. Grade submissions, send and export the grade, get details analytics. Okay, not only doing the as grading, but also at the end it's coming with some analytics as well. Okay, how many percent getting A, how many percent getting A minus or whatever, then you can have some grade as well. This is something that really can be very interesting. Can work on the worksheets, quiz, and any kind of the bubble sheets and exam. Okay, this is if I want to go to that platform. This is the platform. I'm going to put the links into the chat box. I already shared with you in the chat box. You can go to the platform. You can sign up. The good things is that you can sign up for free and also get some demo. At least you can try. Of course, you cannot go for your final exams now because there is some limitations. Okay. But any exam, any homework, any code can be imported and can be marked with this. Many universities, for example, NYU, there are so many universities that are using these platforms and the marking can be done. See, handwrite also can be read by these platforms and can give them marks with details. Why? For example, this one gets 5 from 10 because partial credit an answer that has the form, okay, but where it is some variable that is either out of scope or an incorporate, that's why they give it 5. Okay, this is very nice grading format and everything is there. You can see later on how it's working. For example, here you can give the gradings level for, but grading level you need to define for the system. For example, what is the full marks, 80, 70, 60. You can have different level, and we can define for each level what you mean. Then the system can do that for you very quickly. Okay, and the good things is gain valuable insight, giving the analytics on each paper and all the students as well, how many got the points, okay, and from there you will find the level of your questions, how easy or hard is the question, okay? And also you will have this feedback delivery instantly, okay, when something that you find, okay, I had something wrong, okay, maybe I correct it. Immediately it's implement on all papers that marks already, okay? For example, if I find that I marked some part wrongly, I need to back all the papers, check the marks again and do it. But here you just correct your answer scheme, then everything will be updated automatically and very fast, okay? Answer group and AI assistant grading, okay? And the good things about this platform is developed by Trinity, that's why the plagiarism also in the same time can be catched by the Trinity. Means this is the same product as Trinity Group. That's why this is another advantages of that. Okay, built by instructors. Yeah, Turnitin is the provider of this platform. Then you can go back and see how it's working. But I find it very interesting. By the way, you need to have license. Uh, but just as a demo, you can work with it a bit. Okay, that's why this is the grade all subjects. We say that one of the way that we can use the AI is for grading. And yes, this is a platform that helped me to do the grading and make the grading fast. Another thing that, another platform that I'm interested to that is
Sorry,
the,
Dr. Kashaya.
yes,
Okay, about the grade scope, how about essays for language? We normally have essays, right? Short answers. Can this grade scope evaluate that as well?
everything. You see the
Everything.
variety of the different type of answers is
Mm-hmm.
also supported by this platform. The only things that I'm not sure is the language. I'm not sure this
Mm-hmm.
is only on English or can support other languages as well.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, the type of questions, any type of question can be supported because
Okay.
you are going to define the answer scheme for the
Yes.
system.
Mm.
Then once you have the answer scheme, then the system just only find the similarity, but not similarity word by word, similarity by contents. Okay, is that the meaning same or not?
Okay, okay. Thank you, Dr. Kashaya. Okay,
You're welcome.
thanks. Okay.
Then, yeah, the next one is the Quizlet. Quizlet is the platform that, okay, we always facing this problem to have some quiz. Okay, you can have this platform as a personal tutor anytime, anywhere. Can design any type of quiz for your students. Let's go through this, see how it's working. Yeah, let's see. Okay, meet Q Chat, your AI tutor. Okay, this is a platform that interactive way to start the study. Earlier, I mentioned that somehow we need to personalize the learning for students. Okay, this is one of the things that can help the students to personalize the learning. We can have some interactive for platform for students. If they have questions, they can ask these questions. This answer is based on your
This one, eh?
material.
No, no, this one, my one. I turn on the
This can
volume.
work. This can work with yeah, this can work with a personal AI tutor, okay? participate in engaging the conversation. See, this is exactly like that you have a tutor. This is something that in the future, for example, if your students have question about the subject and if you design your course in the Quizlet, then the AI in this platform can answer to the questions on behalf of you. Because of course they are asking some questions related to the subject. Those questions are related to the subject can be answered by. In that case, to the students that they are not very good and they have a lot of questions and maybe they shy to ask questions due to the language barriers or due to any problem, they can just go to these platforms and ask as much as they want their questions and improve themselves. Okay, we just need to encourage them to be involved and use these platforms to develop their learning. The second category of the platforms that we have is for research. Okay, we always need that we need to have a right platform to do the research. For example, Elicit is one of the platforms that helping us to analyze the research paper at superhuman speed. I put the link under the web under the page, but let me see what we have in that page. Uh, This is the platform, I call it Elicit, okay? Elicit, helping to search for the research paper. These platforms can help you to write your paper in a very fast and easy way by finding the related papers and related contents to your topics and can help you to develop your papers in terms of the abstract summary. Also, can review for you the different papers as well. This is not only for reading the paper, can review the other paper. In the generally, we can say this is the analyzing the research paper at a superhuman speed and automate the time-consuming research tasks like summarizing the papers, extracting the data, and synthesis your finding. This is very good to review more papers. Right now, if I want to do my research, maybe if I want to spend time, I have very limited time to review too many papers. These kind of platforms can help me to review as much as I can. This is the benefit of using this platform. The another platform that I want to introduce here is the site. Okay, AI for research. This is another platform that help you to do the research. And if I want to show you these platforms as well, I will go to some of them later, but just to get familiar. This is the AI for research. Can get assist to write your literature, transform the way that you discover, evaluate, and understand the research and any topics. Can right now use with many companies. Then what exactly is doing? Look at here.
You better discover, understand, and evaluate research. Say you've just come to this article published in Nature in 2010. You might look at a few things, right? Where is it published? Who are the authors? What are their affiliations? And then some metrics. Maybe you're on your way downloading the PDF and reading. If, however, you click through to look at, what is the literature saying about this, you might come to a citation index that will show you the list of citing articles, whether that's Scopus, whether that's Web of Science, or whether that's publisher produced. In these lists, we are treating citations as if they're all the same and as if they're flat. And that is not right? There are many different ways and reasons to cite an article. Maybe this one cites in the introduction section. Maybe this one cites in the method section. Maybe this one is presenting supporting evidence to the claim. Maybe this one is challenging it and directly refuting the claim. And so a cite, we want to make this information easy to digest and understand so that you don't have to necessarily open 675 different documents, but you can get that insight in a very digestible and easy to use form. And so if you look at this article through the lens of cite, what you'll see is that we have basically the same metadata as the version of record. So the title, the authors, the abstract. And then we do have a list of citing documents, but then unique to cite, what we do is go into the full text and extract out the exact citation statements where that article is being cited, right? And so here's an article that cites it in 4 different places, 2 times in the results section, 2 times in the introduction section. And here is exactly how it's citing, right? So this little excerpt comes from the results section, and they're saying, in agreement with early reports, they cite the article of interest. They also cite this co-citation, so a related article, where they're agreeing with it, right? We observed around 37% slower multiple turnover degradation, which they say is in agreement with early reports. This, the context, the where we've got that context from, and then that classification is collectively what we call a smart citation. We've extracted 1.3 billion smart citations from every open access article and then from the majority of subscription-based articles that allow you to quickly and easily see how any article's been cited, how any researcher's been cited, or how any topic's been cited. And so say you're interested in USP 14 degradation and you're not interested in this article that you found, but you want to quickly see how has it been discussed in the literature. If you run a quick keyword-based search, you then get to see exactly how and why this has been discussed, right? So here is USP 14, here is how it's being discussed in the literature. This is saving you time, showing you exactly how your topic of interest has been discussed before having to open the full article. And then it also gives you a variety of different ways. So who's working on this? Where is it being published? Where is the work being done? Which affiliations? And then if you want, you can start to filter and say, I want to see only highly supported studies, or I want to see where there's debates happening to find potential research gaps. And so for 5 years, we've built this powerful system that helps you search, discover, and understand the literature. In comes ChatGPT. It's very easy to use, very powerful, but very hard to trust, right? And so ChatGPT allows you to ask a question like this: how many rats live in NYC? What it doesn't give you is a real source that you can verify against. So we have launched Site Assistant. Site Assistant allows you to ask this question. It develops a search strategy. So here the search is being run on site. This is going into our unique access to the scholarly articles and allowing the literature to provide these as sources, not just all of the web. It then gives you this response, and it fact checks it. So how many rats live in NYC? The rat population in NYC is estimated to be between 2 to 8 million animals, which you can hover over here and then quickly see, okay, this is what the article or the list says. You can also see how that has been cited. And so together, cite represents a powerful way to look at how any article has been cited, how any research has been cited, how topics been cited. You can look at that at the organizational level, that at the journal level. You can also run a very powerful search that allows you to see within the article before having to open or buy the article. And then you can utilize the most advanced LLMs in a way that is trustworthy, that is allowing you to take the best of peer-reviewed literature, data, evidence, analyses, and statistics, and then the best of LLMs, that flexibility and that really easy way to help you get started. Thanks for listening. We hope you'll try out Site. You can go to site.ai to better.
Okay, that's why just only I want to highlight that this application is for a smart citation analysis, okay, because somehow it's very important for us when we are writing a paper to know about the citations, have some very clear analysis on the citations, to know the is this journal or this is paper is the right paper that I cited in my research or not. That's why we can use this platform, and based on the analysis comes on the citation, we can find this is the trustable paper or not. This is another platform that you can use it, and I suggest. The next one, yeah. The next one that maybe before also you heard about it is the Genie.ai. Genie is the AI-based writing bot, can write for you the paper. Okay, let's see how Jenny helped us to write a paper. Let me back to this platform. Come here and say for Jenny. Jenny AI. This platform also is, of course, not free, but can help you to do some research. Okay, I continue with my personal email. You can log in with your Google, or you can create an account in that. Okay, for example, I select a new document. What are you writing today? For example, I'm going to write a paper or something report about the digital transformation in Malaysia University. Okay. Uh, in compare to Singapore. See, as long as this color at the bottom showing that how good is means that you need to write better prompt. Okay, you need to write in more details. Okay. For example, right now this is good. I start writing. The topic is coming. By the way, later you can change the topic. The first paper that it was going to cite is from the Romley et al. In 2013. This is the sentence coming from there. If I find it's right, I say it's good for a start, accept and continue. Then it's starting to continue that. Okay, with another reference, 2022 from Wong et al. I'm not very happy with this. This is something that is not maybe related to my topic. I say try again. And the system go and find another, yes, accept, and continue with another sentence, try again, okay, accept, 2018, accept. See, whenever I giving accept to any citation, in the reference also automatically it's creating the reference immediately. And here I can select what format of the uh, referencing I want. For example, APA, American Psychological Association, or the other formats, I can select here that which format I want, and immediately the referencing is changing. And you can continue with this until the end of your paper. Okay, this is something that is very useful. For example, I don't want to say that we use this to write entire the paper, but we can use this to help for especially somehow the literature review. It can be very helpful. It can comes with some related literature that should just make the backbone of our research stronger. And also, if you have account here, you can do some settings. Okay, for example, I don't want to have references below 2020 or whatever. You can adjust it in your research. This is another platform. Just see how easy you can proceed to write your papers and you publish your papers. Okay, with these kind of platforms. Yes, Prof. Kadi?
So if we take this as it is, the process that you go through until the end, and then we publish this paper, will that fail plagiarism test check?
Normally, yes, but there is a trick for that as well. Okay, there are some platforms that they can humanize your paper. Okay, humanize the AI output can be humanized by some platforms. Later, I will introduce two sample platforms that can help to humanize. Then, with those platforms, then AI also cannot catch. Then you're welcome. You can go and publish it anywhere.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's why the Jenny, this one, Jenny.ai is very good. Before I go to the next slide, I don't have a slide for this one that I want to talk about. Let's go back to here and open it. Always we are facing one problem. Maybe for me is a problem, maybe for others also. in finding the right journal for my paper. Okay, Journal Finder report. This is a platform. The name is Enaco. Let me put the link in chat box because this is not in my presentation. That's why I put the link in the chat box. Okay, these platforms can help you to find the right journals. Okay, you can just discover the perfect journals for your manuscript with, or advanced AI. This is a very good platform to the right journal confidentially, make evidence-based decision and avoid predatory journals. This is something that is happening. Somehow we sending the papers to the journals, we thinking that it's very high impact journals or something, but honestly it's not. That's why if you want to prevent these kind of problems, these platforms can help you to find journals. You can select the target journals, which type of journals you want, which category, which impact factor, minimum, maximum, how much was the impact factor, each index, cite score, and other things. Means that you can search, customize in the way that you looking for the papers, then you can, for example, this paper, these journals, you can see is an open access journal. The sign is here. This is the journal website link is immediately here. Impact factor, H-index, cite score, language, geography is the United Kingdom. And you can see that how is the publications of this the ratio of the publications for this journal within the last few years, and any things you can easily find. And the key features is a AI powered journal recommendations. Okay, that's why when you're giving your manuscript, first the AI goes through the manuscript, find what is your research about. Then from that, try to find the right journal for your paper to publish. Work for all subjects area. It doesn't matter that your research is on transportation, IT, business, management, or whatever. These platforms can find the right journals for your paper. A large database, okay, of scientific publications, and publications trying to understand the citability. Also, is there a similar article for perfect scope match? Okay, this is very good because somehow this suggestion comes for the one journal. Okay, it's better before you publish, as you submit to this journal, you see at least 2, 3 papers from that journal to see what is the format and how majority of the majority of the papers that published by these journals look like. Okay, what are the content that they're looking for? From there, you can improve your manuscript as well. You can improve your paper to be matched with this journal. And you can have a very advanced filter and search in this platform that can uh, is suitable for researcher, publisher, and this is all we want. Okay, that's why this is another platform. This is another platform also, Trinca. Trinca also is a one platform that's similar to Enago Read. Just only I see the name here. I want to say that these two platforms is the most common platform. Another one also is the Editage, okay, that one also is the platform, but this Enego, you can try later, you can sign up. The good things about all this platform is that you can sign up easily with your Google account, Gmail. You can sign in and create your account and at least try because they have for some basic features, they are free. And one good point about the AI application is generally they are not very expensive. If you want to buy one software, it's very expensive. But if you want to get license of these cloud applications, maybe you need to pay uh, $10 or somehow below 20, 30 ringgit per month to have the license for each of these platforms. And this is something reasonable. For example, I have planned to write a paper. I don't need to go for 1 year subscription of the Genie.ai. I go just only for 1 month subscription of the Genie.ai. I try to develop my papers, customize, polish and everything, and that's all. I done, and 1 month is enough for me to do my work. That's why you can customize it. This is the platform that they call it as pay as you go. Means that you are using and you are paying as much as you use this platform. Just only for 1 month, somehow for 1 week. And then after that, the project done, no need to have a license anymore. That's why you can pay a very small amount of money to have these accounts. Okay, the next one is here. Some practical AI tools for faculty and admins. Okay, for example, there are a platform, they call it Author.ai. Author.ai is the meeting assistant platform. Okay, what is the meeting? Sorry. What is the meeting assistant platform? The meeting assistant platform is the platform that help you to uh, have a transcription of the meetings and meeting summarize. Okay, somehow I cannot join two meetings, but I need to know what's happening in that meetings. That's why Author.ai can help me to be there on behalf of me and summarize everything's happening in the meetings. And just only let me know that, okay, in this meetings that takes 1 hour, three people was in the meeting. They discuss about different things and each person giving some idea. And this is the general conclusion. This is all I need to know. Means that after this, no need to write minutes. Okay, the minutes can be written by the Author.ai. If I want just only to show you the platform, I can open it in the. This is the platform. This is platform to AI assistant. The way that it's working also is like this. People's the transcript coming, the summary is showing each person talking about the what and coming to the outline and the conclusion. Okay. Also, the good things is you can ask question about what's some things in that meeting. Means that there is some interactive possibility that you can have in the meeting. This is that can be matched to many different platforms with Microsoft Teams, with Google Meet and Zoom can be matched, and you can use it in any of these platforms just only to make your work easy. Okay, condense as 1 hour meeting into 30 seconds. Just only no need to sit and watch the video of the recorded meeting. You can just go through the transcript and summaries, and you can see what exactly happening in that meeting, which are the action item. Also, each person what they need to do. You can take from this platform that is useful for education as well, especially for in the education for students. In the weekend classes that we have online classes can be very useful that the students no need to go through the 4 hours class, just only can they go to the transcription and summary and see that what's exactly we discussed in the class, and this can be very helpful for the students as well. Okay, that is the author.ai. Let me put the link in the chat box. Okay, later you can go through and see what is this platform and how it's working. The next platform that we have is the name is Timely. Okay. Actually, the Timely is the platform for time tracking and productivity management by using the AI. You know, always we starting a lot of things in office. Okay, we have a lot of tasks, but actually we don't have any clear timing. How long I have time for this project? How much I need to who I need to be connected with that, how to make the communication, how to give the report, all these things. Okay, tracking for the projects and jobs that we are doing. need to have a platform to do it. One of the platforms can help us to do that is Timely. Timely is the most effective way to maximize the margin, optimize the utilization, and drive profitability for business, okay, for your education as well. This is another platform can be used in education. Rather than that, okay, Gemini. Everybody knows about the Gemini. I don't need to talk about it. You are familiar. We have Copilot platforms that is working. Microsoft introducing this platform. We have Gamma. Gamma is very familiar to everybody. You know that if you want to design the PowerPoint, you can go to gamma.ai and gamma.app, gamma.app and design your presentation as much as the slide you want. You just need to give topic and the presentation will done by the uh, PowerPoint. But nowadays, another good things that happening is Office also adding the Copilot into their slides. For example, this is the Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, you see there is an icon Copilot in the corner of Microsoft PowerPoint. You can ask here from the PowerPoint to design a slide for you. For example, design five slides about the culture in Malaysia. Okay, something like this. This is where, again, I said this is not the way that you're writing prompt because we are in the class, we just want to save time. I'm writing very simple prompt and just want to see how it's working. That's why, please, almost there. Give us a success. You can see the slide is there. Actually, we requested 5. You can see there is a 5 slide with some related background as also some explanation on the notes. Malaysian rich culture, heritage, esteem from its diverse ethnic group, the Malay, Chinese, and Indians, or something like that. See, very nice. You can have this very nice presentation, dishes, festival and celebrations, and also music and dance traditions, something like that. Okay, just very simple prompt. In less than 1 minute, I have the presentation. After this, if anybody asking presentation, no need to spend a lot of time. Just go to PowerPoint and ask PowerPoint to design it. We have the same, not only in the PowerPoint, in the Word as well. Let me find my words. New. Okay, this is the Microsoft Word. Okay, just only mine is the black color because I just like the theme black. You see the Copilot is here and also here as well. Okay. For example, again, I want to do something right. Write a report about the weather in Malaysia. Okay. Then reporting also is starting, but it's doing in the Copilot mode. It's not coming to this, but if I find that is related, see developing is started. If I find that is related, then I can bring it here, copy. Then here, control V. Now I have it here in there. And the good thing is the Copilot also is here. I can ask Copilot anything, okay? Means here I want to ask Copilot to add something related. You can. You want to inspire me, okay? Something to make it better. See? Immediately start to add something to this part, okay? That's why the writing report also, as of the January 15, today, weather Kuala Lumpur Malaysia is mostly sunny with the temperature 84 Fahrenheit, and so on. This is something that you can do. This is the power of AI. And also we have the AI, not only in these two platforms, in the Excel and in the Power BI as well, and many other platforms, these four I only know, that you have the Power BI in all these platforms and you can immediately develop your report, the slides, do the analysis, everything by writing the prompt. That's why the life will be very easy if I know how to use AI in my works. If I want to write whatever, if I want to design a slide, I just need to find the right platform to do that. Oh, back to my slides. Okay, that's why this is the Gamma. I just give you the similar platform than Gamma. Study fetch, I do. Hygiene, you already know. I tried this before. That's why Prof. Carey asking me. You can design your avatar, and your avatar can be same face as you, and then you can give the text to that avatar, and that avatar can do the presentation on behalf of you. Means that you can do presentation online without being there. This is the hygiene doing, but this service you need to pay just only for test. I think if I'm not mistaken, 20 seconds is free till 30 seconds is free. But if you want to use it for your developing your material, class and everything, you need to have license for it. Testify, I don't. Study GPT is another platform that can be used for the research, to do the summarize, to explain, to generate the test paper. Everything's from generate the test paper is good if you give your class material to this study GPT. This is powered by GPT-4. Then you can ask the GPT to design question from that paper. Okay, this is something that is very interesting. Humanize AI. Yes, when you come out with all these things, maybe somehow the report that you providing, or your report that you working on it is very AI, okay? And you need to have something to make it more close to humans' language. There are two platforms that you can use: Undetectable AI, and second one is WriteHuman.ai. These two platforms that can make your manuscript, okay, whatever you're writing, very close to humans' language. The good things about these two platforms is if you use these two platforms, your reports cannot be detected by Turnitin or any other similar platform as the AI generated reports. This is the good things that you can use these two platforms. Just only for the name undetectable.ai and writehuman.ai are two platforms that can help you to change the AI to human perfection. Okay, these are the some things that I don't want to go through that. Yes, how I can solve the common academic challenges. Okay, for example, the challenges that we have, managing the administrative workload. Okay, there is some challenge that we have in academia. How the AI can manage. For example, using AI for scheduling or email responses and report generation. Just imagine if we have an auto email response, then when we have a inquiries comes, immediately the system will respond to the potential student. Okay, instead of waiting for admins to reply, the system can do this. Okay, the only thing is the system need to recognize that this is the email comes from the potential students. How we can do it? For example, we can use the Power Automate. This is another product by the Microsoft. And when the emails come with this title, the email subjects, then automatically grab the name, email address, phone number, and all the data that is inside the email and reply one customized email address, not one general email, customized email address to the person by using his name or her name and his or her information, just only to see how fast we can reply the emails. Or report generation is another thing. We always have this report generation. We have meetings every week, maybe. Then we need to prepare the report. Just if we have the connection between our database and the PowerPoint that we have, we can generate the report not every day, every weeks, we can generate reports in the real time. Whenever the data is updated, automatically the presentation also will update. After this, you no need to worry about the presentation. Your presentation always is there, always is ready to do the present. Just only you need to see how to connect these devices together. For example, the second challenge that we have, personalized learning for a student, is another challenge. Somehow we said, okay, yes, this is a good idea that we have a personalized learning for each student, but how we can do that? How we can personalize our material for the students? For that purpose, we are going to use the AI-based student progress tracking and feedback. Right now, I introduce you some platform like Quizlet, okay? No time to go through that platform, see how it's working, but you can just spend a bit time. There are videos in the YouTube will teach you that how you can design one subject in Quizlet and how these subjects can have a very interactive connection with the students. Then in that case, when the students have questions, they can back to the platform, ask the questions, and they can improve themselves. Okay. And the third challenge that we have is to enhance the research productivity. We are using the AI to automate the data collection. Okay. Nowadays we have, previously we need to print the questionnaire, go for data collection, but nowadays we have online forms. But beyond the online forms, if you have connection between your online form and your analysis platform, then you no need to wait for time, the data collection to over, then start your analysis. During the time that people answer into your question, you can start the analysis. And each person that answered the question will update the database and your report will be updated. Your analysis will be updated. You need to see how these things can help you to make your research more advanced, in advanced level. And AI usage. Okay, this is the last part that we are going to talk. Before also we said that we are all using AI, but we need to see that maybe the AI generated content is not correct. Okay, that's why we need to see that how we can pretend that. For example, three main topics. First is the data privacy and security is very important. Uh, Concern is raised by the AI in academic settings. The second one is the bias, AI bias, and fairness, highlighting the impact this issue can have on research and the students' outcomes. And lastly, we will also explore the responsible AI practices in the academy. Data privacy and security concern. As the AI technology become increasingly integrated into academic institutions, concern regarding the data privacy and security also is very important in foremost. And it's essential to understand that how students and faculty data is collected, stored, and utilized. Okay, this is something that regarding the data privacy, we need to be sure that the data that we have in the entire tech organization is safe. If all of us we want to use the chat GPT, is there anybody else from outside also can see that what we are looking for, what we are searching, how we are using the AI or not? It's a very big concern. Importance of the data protection. Data protection is crucial in maintaining the trust and integrity within the academic environments. Also, institution must implement the robust measure, robust measure for the security to safeguard the sensitive information from breaching or leakage and unauthorized access. This is another thing that when we are talking about the AI, it's very important that we know who get having access to this data. If we have a very simple platforms, also the level of access is very important. Or everybody inside the organization has access to my data or not. That's why one of the things that is very important is sharing. When I want to share a file in PowerPoint, in Word, or anything in the university's platform, it's very important that I share with a specific people. Okay, I cannot share with everybody entire the organization. Everybody entire the organization means everybody having them use this email address. That's why we need to be very careful when we are going to share. We need to know who I'm sharing and what will happen. Please never go for share with all because this is very because in that case, the students also will access. For example, you share your final exam, you want to share with the exam unit, okay? But instead of selecting the exam unit, you select share with everybody, entire the organization. Okay, in that case, you already give the access to all the students to see your questions before the final exam as well. That's why you need to be careful when you are going to share the data. You need to see that who you are going to share and just share with the specific people, not everybody. AI bias and fairness. AI system is a have a bias that can lead to the unfair outcome in academic settings. Okay, it's crucial to examine how bias are introduced and how they can affect the decision-making process in admission, grading, and resource allocated. That's why we say always when the results come out, please review the result before you send. Please, if you are using the ChatGPT to write your email, don't copy and paste. Just only read for a while and see, is this the right email? Somehow due to the other searches that you did before, okay, then there are some bias in the system. The system thinking that this search is related to the previous search, to the other data that the system has. And that's why the answer given to this research, this search is related to previous. And maybe there is something wrong. Maybe there is some data that you don't want to share, but due to the previous search, is there and AI giving that data also inside your email or inside the result. That's why you need to be careful. Or when you are using the grading and resource allocated, you need to just go back and review and see, is it everything's right? Because the result from the AI more or less is back to how we writing the prompts. And somehow I think that, okay, it's very clear because I understand it, but it's not important that I understand. It's important that AI understand what I mean. That's why you need to see the result come out is exactly match with your request, or is there something is not there? You need to lettering the question and answer interaction to reach to that right answer. This is a very important point. Source of AI bias can stem from the various sources, including the bias by training data, flawed algorithms, and also for example, projections. Okay, societal projection. This is something that can be cause the problem in bias. And it's very important to identify these sources in the first step toward mitigating their impact on academic outcomes. That's why we need to find the source of the problem and ensuring the fairness in AI. To ensure the fairness, institutions, universities must adopt a strategies such as a regular audit of the AI system, diverse data representations, and involving the interdisciplinary teams in AI development and implementation to just see that this system is working properly or not. Because if not, then we need to adjust it in the right way. The best practice for responsible AI, I want to highlight it, is implementing the best practice is essential for universities. We need to see that the successful example, right now, the platforms that I introduced you, You see that these are some logo of university on the bottom of page. It's showing that this university already using these platforms. They are okay, they are approved, and they said this is working 100% right, maybe. That's why I can trust. But if I go to platform, it's new, nobody tested before, nobody implemented before, how I want to trust? This is not the best practice. This include this responsibilities include transparency, accountability, and also aligning AI applications with academic value and principle. This all should be there. Then in that case, I can say, yes, this is the right platform for me to do it, and establishing the ethical guidelines is the another things need for ethical guidelines. Universities should develop the clear ethical guidelines that right now, if I'm not mistaken, QA is developing the guideline for the using the AI, and outlines and responsibility of the faculty and students all should be there in utilizing the AI technology while safeguarding the privacy and fairness. Everything should be clearly mentioned in the like something like the SOP of the how we using the AI. We need to have some guideline for that. And promoting the AI literacy, education faculty, student and staff about the ethical implication by fostering the AI literacy, institution can create an informed community that promotes responsible AI integration. And the last is about the conclusion. Ethical consideration is very important. If I want to conclude in the term, in just the ethical part, I can say the ethical consideration surrounding the AI use in academic is very important, and multi face encompassing and data privacy bias and best practice is the best way to see where what others did, and we can follow them. Institution also must prioritize the ethical framework to foster trust and ensure the equitable outcomes. These are the things that when we are using the AI in the academy, we need to consider. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you so much for listening me, and okay, thank you so much everybody. Wish you all the best. Have a nice day. See you later.